First tonight, an update on an immigration debate underway here in southern New England.
And as we've been reporting, a Providence mother is currently at the center of a lawsuit filed by the ACLU, which challenges the Trump administration's alleged pattern of separating married couples pursuing lawful immigration status.
That's what happened to Lilian Calderon in January. She was detained for a month. And as you heard first here on Eyewitness News, she was just granted an extended stay of removal, keeping her in the United States until mid-August.
And while she's working to sort out her immigration status, the ACLU of Massachusetts is fighting back in court.
Eyewitness News reporter Caroline Goggin joins us live in studio with details from today's hearing. Caroline?
Shannon and Mike, the executive director of the ACLU of Rhode Island, wasn't at today's hearing, but he was in contact with the attorneys for the ACLU of Massachusetts. He says they thought the hearing went well, but their fight isn't over yet. A hearing will continue Wednesday in Boston regarding a class action lawsuit filed by the ACLU. A Rhode Island woman, the lead plaintiff.
They're being put on the stand and they're going to have to justify or try to justify what really is not justifiable, which is how they treated Ms. Calderon.
While getting her marriage verified at a Johnston immigration office in January, Lilian Calderon was taken into custody. The Providence mother of two, who was brought to the U.S. illegally as a child, was detained for nearly a month. Now the ACLU is fighting back on her behalf. During a hearing in federal court in Boston Tuesday, two immigration officials who were partly responsible for Lilian's detainment took the stand. Stephen Brown, the executive director for the Rhode Island ACLU, says the judge expressed concern for the way Lilian was treated.
Every little bit that we can get judges and courts to recognize how unfair things are is a step in the right direction.
Last week, we sat down with Lilian and her husband, Louis. She tells us she will do whatever she can to make sure no other family goes through what hers has.
It would break my heart if our kids fell in love with someone and our government says, no, I'm sorry, you can't be with them because they're here legally.
I think a lot of people are looking up to her and to this lawsuit to try to make some really important changes in the way ICE acts and to bring some due process and fairness and humanity back to immigration procedures.
Lilian and Louis and four Massachusetts couples are named as plaintiffs in that lawsuit. We have reached out to ICE about the situation, but the agency says it will not comment on pending litigation. I'm Caroline Goggin, Eyewitness News.